It would be very helpful if you first try to solve the problem yourself before watching this video.
Question 267. The relative minimum of the slope of the curve f of x is at what x value? That's the question, right? It is asking us to find relative minimum of the slope. Slope of curve of f is f prime, right? So slope is f prime. So we have to find relative minimum of f prime. Here f prime is 12x squared minus 12x. So we have to find relative minimum of this f prime. Remember, to find relative minimum of f, let's say relative minimum of f, what we did is we found the critical point, right? Critical point, let's say critical point is A. Then we test it, right? So let's say f prime is negative to positive. Then we know that f is decreasing in this interval, increasing in this interval. So we know that f has a relative minimum at x equal a, right? That's what we did. Here we're trying to find relative minimum of f prime, right? So relative minimum of f prime. Then what we have to do is we have to find the x value where f double prime, second derivative, is equal to 0. Let's say this value is b. Then we test f double prime. Let's say if this is minus plus here, then we know that f prime decreases here, increases here, right? You know, this one is f prime is the first derivative of f. F double prime is the first derivative of f prime, right? So if f prime negative positive, f decrease increase. If f double prime negative positive, f prime then decrease increase. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's find the value of x, this x, where f double prime is equal to 0. So f double prime, well, let me erase this with the black. F double prime x is equal to 24x minus 12, right? So that is equal to 0. So 24x is equal to 12, then x is equal to 1/2, right? So we're going to test it right here. Here's 1/2. Here's f double prime, right? Okay, I'm going to substitute 0 for x. So if we substitute 0 here, f double prime is 0 minus 12, negative here, right? Let's substitute 1. If we substitute 1 here, 24 minus 12, that's a positive 12, plus here, right? So f prime decreases in this interval and then increase after x is equal to 1/2, right? So what's the answer? The relative minimum of the slope of the curve. Slope of the curve. It has minimum at x equal 1/2, right? So the answer must be 1/2.